Holy macaroni, this build bullies any legendary enemy like there is no tomorrow.
We need some milk!
I will tell even more than that, this build will unlock God mode for you. Immortality!
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Titty in my face, I can tell you only one thing. This build is unstoppable and you have to try it. Like I said, nothing and nobody will be able to take you down. It works on heroic difficulty, on legendary difficulty. Well, heroic difficulty will be kinda joke to you, but I mean, yeah, heroic difficulty always has been a joke. Oh! You can complete it with pistol. Jesus Christ, we need some fresh content in the game. Anyway, and the best part about this build that you can do everything by yourself. It works perfectly fine in team play and in solo play. I'm using kinda ridiculous synergy Obliterate with my Scorpio shotgun, and of course I have one more secret in this build, but yeah, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard, Obliterate. And actually, if you have more than 50% crit chance, you can really quickly stack Obliterate, so don't worry, we are not losing any damage whatsoever. And in terms of survivability, you can see everything by your own two eyes, and this build is of course shield free. You don't have to hide behind the cover, you can run around like a freak, destroy everybody. Oh my goodness. Come on, man. The fan factor is definitely in this setup, and you need some improvised gear pieces, but we will get to those in a second. I'm just showcasing that this works on legendary difficulty. Even you can apply a couple of directives to challenge yourself, but nah. If you will use your survivalist specialization medkit, armor gun is simply too much to beat bosses. Yeah, it's easy money, and of course, I mean, barbecue chicken at its finest, man. But before we continue, as usual, quick word from today's sponsor, Diving.net. If you're looking for any weapon, just name it, but you don't want to grind, or maybe you don't have time for that, these guys can help you. They have been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBDIV, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all service. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy Christmas sales. So maybe check these guys out, and if you have any question, comment down below or contact the operator. But now let's get back to this build. And like I said, the core synergy here is between my talents and protection from elite mods. For countdown, protection from elite mods are like cheat code. Most of the enemies there are elite enemies, and if you will have decent protection from elites, they will not be able to take you down whatsoever. In terms of DPS, I mean, if you can take legendary enemies down, heroic difficulty for you will be easy money. Yes. You can see everything by your own two eyes. Again, I'm running around without shield. In solo and team play, doesn't matter. My playstyle doesn't change yeah, from the party, so I can do whatever I want. And if you want to be updated with all the best PvE builds, man, subscribe. It will be the best decision you made so far in 2023. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Just like your mom after my... Oh! I didn't say anything, jeez. Anyway, for this specialization, for this build, we will use survival specialization. The reason is really simple. We are getting extra repair skill or incoming repair from this specialization. That works really well with how healing hive. Well, you can use healing hive, you can use Chem Launcher, you can use Seek, Amanda Mine, you can use Fixed Drone. We have a lot of healing skills in this game, which will benefit from survivalist specialization. You have medkit, which will heal not only you but your teammates. You're gonna survive everybody, because survivalist specialization will provide you with extra protection from elites, and by applying status effects, in this case with Scorpio shotgun, we will increase our DPS output and our teammate DPS output by 10%. So that's a pretty decent buff actually. And for crowd control reasons, you have of course fire grenades. For the weapons, I'm using this automatic shotgun Ooh, yeah. This shotgun is actually one of the best weapons to stack talents really quickly. What I mean by stacking talents, you're gonna stack really quickly obliterate talent, but since we have more than 50% crit chance, we're gonna crit basically with each bullet, and with that you're gonna stack really quickly this gear set. It works with your Heartbreaker gear set. You can stack lots and lots of buffs with this shotgun really quickly. So I would recommend you to use this shotgun, ACS-12 automatic shotgun, in your setup. I'm using optimistic. You could use maybe in sync on this one, or maybe sledgehammer talent. Just throw grenade, it would stop enemies, for example rogue agents, chungus, hunters, and then you would receive as well really nice weapon damage boost. So you have a couple options. For the pistol though, I'm using pistol with insync and extra skill tier to be a little bit more efficient with my skills, but you could use orbit, name a DZ pistol with perfect finisher, kill non-elite enemy, boom, you have crit chance and crit damage. Crit chance is not necessary in this setup, but 40% crit damage is definitely delicious buff. Main weapon in this setup is Scorpio exotic shotgun, by far one of the best weapons for PVE reasons, period. With all stacks, you will increase again your DPS output by extra 20%. You applying status effects, so you're gonna trigger survival specialization buff. So in total, you have 30% damage increase. And what I would recommend you to stack your obliterate with your automatic shotgun, switch to your Scorpio shotgun, apply all the stacks, and go back to your automatic ACS-12 shotgun to use those buffs from Scorpio shotgun, and that's game over. I mean, you're gonna slap enemies. And to get even more DPS output, I'm using Catharsis exotic mask. Basically, by receiving damage, we're gonna eventually heal ourselves. We are getting stacks. Those stacks are increasing our damage. With full stacks, we will get 30% extra weapon damage, and after that we will get that cloud, green cloud, which is gonna heal us. For chest piece, I'm using Cheshka to get extra crit chance, and that crit chance is really necessary to be effective with obliterate talent. If you don't have 50% crit chance, I strongly don't recommend to use obliterate talent. Use obliterate talent when you have more than 50% crit chance. 50% is like bottom line where you could start thinking about using obliterate talent. For holster, I'm using Picard's named holster for extra weapon damage and of course crit chance. You can buy a Picard's holster right now at the Countdown vendor if you don't have it. Nice life hack. For backpack, I'm using Vulcan Harris named Matador's backpack with perfect adrenaline rush. Headshot damage there is not necessary, but I would rather have crit damage or maybe armor regen. Nevertheless, really nice backpack. Vulcan Harris is giving us 5% extra weapon damage, and in mods everywhere I'm using protection from elites. Well, I have 60% protection from elites, even more than that. Maybe you could use one more extra protection from elite mods, but I think 60 is more than enough to survive any enemy, especially with this healing. For skills, drone and hive. Bye.